And welcome back to Deathbattle Prediction. Now, why am I doing it now? Well, allegedly, and I believe, I'm not saying anyone's a liar here, they did officially announce recently the Death Battle for Iron Man. It is Batman versus Iron Man. Now, apparently there was like a convention. Plus, they also announced Macho Man versus the Kool-Aid Man. Macho Man Randy Savage versus the Kool-Aid Man. The oh yeah battle, if you will. But I'm not going to do that one until that one, because that's later down the line. But I mean, so by the way, this image comes to us from Kinjorex 101. But yeah, Batman versus Iron Man. And remember, it's because this is the legacy match season. These are matches that people have been begging for. Basically, these are like the really high demanded ones. And Batman versus Iron Man makes a lot of sense. They're both geniuses. They both have tech. They both use it to fight crime in some way. Tony's tech is very different from Batman's tech, but they both also have suits of their own. And that's really what this fight's going to be primarily going to be. It's going to be suit versus suit. And clearly they're going to be using the Hellbat suit. Now the question is, will they go beyond the Hellbat suit? Because we also have the Bat suit that is like the final Bat suit from the multiverse story arc. The Dark Multiverse story arc. So I don't know if they'll go that far. Like, will they use the Justice Buster? I don't know. But if this image is their actual official image too, looks like we're going even past the Endosim suit for Iron Man. We're using the Thor's or the Asgardian Slayer. So let's talk about. Let's just compare the two. Obviously, Asgardian Slayer is very much a Iron Man. In fact, I'm gonna just get Iron Man's Asgard in Asgard suit, Asgard armor. There it is. Don't get me wrong. This isn't exactly the same metal suit, mind you. But the suit you're seeing here is a variation on that. It's a magically powerful Iron Man suit made of Uru metal from Asgard. It was forged by Tony Stark and Itri, the Dwarf King of Nidavellir, and is designed to combat evil magical beings. Now, there is also the Thor Buster armor, which is more what they seem to be looking at or showing here. That was because of the suit that was gifted to Tony, or I can't remember exactly what the circumstances were. There was a gift from Thor to Tony to hopefully be used to stop evil, but he just used it to make another suit, and it was allegedly very powerful. Thor ended up tearing that thing apart, though. So it's impossible to say how powerful that really was. The Uru suit was strong enough to annoy Odin, but Odin really just batted it away with no problem. The Hellbat suit was designed to, help him fight against individuals like Darkseid when he went to Apocalypse to get Damian's body back. The only catch with the Hellbat armor suit is the fact it was feeding off his metabolism and would kill him ultimately if he didn't discard parts of it. But he could discard parts of it and kept going. But the suit actually allowed him to go toe-to-toe and actually beat the crap out of Darkseid of all people. And, I mean, you want to go into a whole debate of who's stronger, Darkseid, Odin? Have right at it. My money's on Darkseid in that fight. Darkseid is very much a being that is... Now, don't get me wrong. Odin is, I think, someone who's actually maybe comparable on some level to, say, like a new god like Darkseid. But I don't think he could beat Darkseid in a straight fight. That's my opinion, obviously. So off the bat, I'd say the Hellbat armor's got the overall greater range of strength and power, but it does come at the sacrifice of having to be parts of it having to be sacrificed after a while in order for Bruce to stay alive. So this actually raises a good question: is the Hellbat going to be able to break down the Asgard armor or whatever, or the Uru armor, depending which version they're going to go with here, or even say the Endosim armor? Is it capable of breaking that or beating that down before he has to basically ditch the parts of the suit? I would argue maybe. I'd argue maybe. And then we got to factor in also, is this fight going to come down not to the suit, but the suit's going toe-to-toe being completely used up, and then them just having it, or them basically just, going toe-to-toe on their own? Because if comes down to that, Batman's taking Tony down, no problem. I don't think anyone's going to argue that. In a hand-to-hand fight without a suit, Tony would get his shit kicked in by Batman. No matter how confident a fighter Tony may actually be, Batman would waste him. But suit to suit, which is probably which is obviously what a good portion of this fight's going to be. And how many suits are they going to give Batman? That's another, because Tony's going to go through suits. He's not going to start with the strongest and, go from, no, he's going to go through suits. I have to assume Batman's going to as well. They're probably going to address how many suits Batman actually has at his disposal. So we might actually see the Justice Buster versus, like, the Hulk Buster, for instance. And I don't know who wins in that fight, because they're both very similar designed weapons, but the Justice Buster was specifically designed to combat the Justice League. Hulk Buster, while designed to combat the Hulk, is still a functioning Iron Man suit in and of its own. My gut. Right now, my gut. And by the way, I'm even, by the way, for my Death Battle prediction, so hopefully this remainder of the season, I can go, higher than just even. My gut wants to say Batman. While his suits are overall not quite as strong as some of Iron Man's suits, they do seem to perform their actual function more effectively half the time than Iron Man's suits do. Because the Hulkbuster has never really defeated the Hulk. Some of Iron Man's suits function for other purposes. He's got an underwater suit for obvious reasons. An outer spacesuit for obvious reasons. But in terms of actual combat function, what the Bruce's suits do seem to do what they're designed to do most of the time. And the Batman v Superman, either comic or in the movie, the suit wasn't designed to enhance his strength to beat Superman. It did enhance his strength, certainly. But it was actually designed just so a weakened Superman wouldn't outright kill him. And it did it. So it did serve its function. The Hellbat suit was designed just to help get him in there and take on the Apocalypse and Darkseid so he could get his son's body back. And he did that. I don't think we really saw much of the Dark Multiverse Batsuit or the final Batsuit. But as far as I could tell, it would have probably served its purpose had Bruce, not been playing the guy, I think the World Forger it was called, been playing that guy all along. The Justice Buster, had it honestly not been for the fact that all the Justice League members were going psychotic and not holding back on Joker venom, including Superman, which is really the unfortunate factor there, he would have beaten all of them. And he still beat Superman because he had kryptonite gum in his mouth. They spat in his face. So he still ended up beating them. So I'm going to lean towards Batman because, A, he's just overall more skilled than Iron Man is. I'd argue Iron Man might be smarter, but that's just because of how he uses his intellect versus Bruce. But Batman's a far more skilled fighter and strategist. In terms of just straight-on gadgets he always keeps on him, too. He always keeps more gadgets on him than Tony does, assuming we're not going with a version of Tony that has the bleeding edge armor within his body, which if he's going through multiple suits, probably not. Who knows? Maybe. And yeah, his suits generally seem to do what they need to do more effectively than Iron Man does, but that doesn't mean they're all of Batman's suits would just beat all of Iron Man's suits. No. I think there's a good chunk of Iron Man suits that would obviously beat a lot of the lower level Batman suits. But obviously, he's got quite a few bat suits that are super powered, including, again, the Justice Buster, the Hellbat armor, which are clearly going to be one of the big ones in this fight, and the final bat suit, which I doubt we'll see in this fight. But ultimately, and this is not me Batman fanboying, because I love Iron Man too, I do. But I think I'm going to go Batman. I think, just because we've seen more results from his suits than we have Iron Man's. Don't get me wrong, the standard Iron Man suit does what it needs to do, but I think we've seen more results from Batman suits than we have Iron Man's, in my opinion. But that is just my opinion. Maybe you completely disagree. That's cool. Let's talk about it down below. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that bell if you want to be notified. I will catch you folks later. And, the new Death Battle, I believe, comes out the 9th of September. Ooh, let me get my calendar up here real quick. So it would come out on a Monday, right? Oh, no, 6th. That's right, 6th. So yeah, and I just realized that's coming up fast. We're already at the end of the second week of August. Where the hell is the time going, folks? Anyway, I digress. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you folks later because I actually got to do the what if today. So thanks for watching. See you later.